Well, the kombucha craze continues to sweep the nation in the refrigerated sections of grocery stores and local breweries. A Ball State doctoral student had his first swig of the fizzy fermented tea 10 years ago and immediately began brewing his own. Presto Kombucha came to life in 2015, and it's the subject of this month's Innovators with Dr. K. Dr. K, take it away.
Well, thank you, Gary. We have, as you mentioned a little bit, a musical artist turned entrepreneur. So with me today is Nick Murdoch, the CEO and founder of Presto Kombucha. And welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm honored to be here.
So I'd like to tell the audience a little bit, first of all, what is kombucha? What is that in general?
Kombucha is a lightly fermented tea that has been fermented by humans for thousands of years, and it arguably originated in China, Russia, or even Japan, and it's a folk beverage.
Very good, very good. Well, where did you come up with the idea to capture this now?
I enjoyed my first kombucha in 2008 at an International Horn Society symposium in Denver, and then immediately I started researching recipes and methods of production, and then I went back to my home in Montana, and soon enough I found myself bartering garden vegetables for kombucha, and then I developed a class that I taught at a raw restaurant in Seattle and at Montana State University's Missouri River Break.
Oh, fantastic. What's the specific innovation you're bringing to Presto Kombucha? What's the innovation here?
We have quality taste, we have quality ingredients, everything's organic. We roast our own coffee, and we're the only kombucha company that I know of in the world that screen prints our own bottles in-house.
So taste and artistry coming right in.
Yes.
Together, fantastic. Who's the potential market for this?
We feel that the market is massive. Right now, we're in a variety of venues, including grocery stores. We're in a wellness studio in Newburgh. We're in downtown co-ops in Bloomington and South Bend. We're in yoga studios. We're in Kroger. So
you're really into Indiana here. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Immersing.
Definitely.
Very good. Who are the potential capital funding sources for you?
Presto Kombucha is really interested right now in connecting with investors and like-minded individuals that have a passion for the highest quality kombucha in the world.
Okay, fantastic. What do you see as the growth potential for this? I know you're already in these places in Indiana. What's the growth potential for you, Nick?
I feel the growth potential for Presto Kombucha is limitless, and I see in the near future scaling up as effectively as possible, and going to the international level is my goal and dream.
With the right investors, right?
Yes, with the right investors and with the right strategic partnerships, and continuing to provide high quality and consistency.
What are in the year ahead, for the audience to understand, as you're trying to scale this and grow this, what are your next steps in the year ahead?
I'm actively seeking investors. I'm actively seeking strategic partnerships with seasoned professionals, individuals that have skills in the beverage industry. I'm actively scaling as rapidly as I can, reinvesting all of the earnings as possible back into the company to take it to that next level.
Like the true entrepreneur,
I'm working my best at it, yes.
That's fantastic. What, something I wanted to ask you also is, where do you operate out of now from the manufacturing of this?
Currently, we're maxed out at our space in Carmel's Kitchen.
Are you?
And we started at Indy's Kitchen, which is another incubator space. And so we're looking for a bigger space. We've run out of cooler space, essentially. We don't have enough space to store our product to have it prepared on time for clients.
So again, the importance of the investors to take it to that next level and stuff. That's fantastic. Well, as we do on each and every of Innovators with Dr. K, I try to provide some prescriptions, some things that we think can help you, going forward. And so for you, I came up with the 3 C's of taking a new innovation like you've got here and moving that to an expanding venture like you're hoping to do. So the 3 C's, the first one I came up with was, I used the word credibility. But what I meant really by that is, it's not that you're not credible now, but the fact that if you get a further manufacturing facility that you can really grow and expand like you're talking about, then you really can establish an expansion strategy. So that's the credibility of that scaling is what I'm getting at. The second C is customers. The idea to demonstrate by establishing more locations. You're around the state now in Bloomington, South Bend, Indianapolis, which is fabulous. But as you get a larger facility, you'll be able to go to even more locations, which I know is your goal. And that's just going to really help with you. And the third one we were kind of chatting about is the idea of capital. And I said you're to focus on the viable sources of capital that can move you to the next level. That may be the proper investors, as we mentioned, or as you even mentioned, strategic partners that can take you to that proper manufacturing level and help you scale. So I hope those 3 C's can help you moving forward, Nick.
Definitely. I really appreciate your help.
That's great. And where can the audience find you, Nick? Tell our audience.
You can check us out at prestokombucha.com. You can find us at Green Bean Delivery online locally in Indianapolis. You can also check out Market Wagon and several locations throughout the state and as far as Chicago and Pittsburgh.
Fantastic. Well, there you have it, Gary. Here we've got a talented musician, now turned entrepreneur, bringing us something very special here in the state of Indiana and getting ready to scale. Back to you, Gary.